So I'm going to start this morning. So in Likutei Moharan, Rabbi Nachman talks about truth and the need to win. This is a Gavaldic Torah. I hope you guys are ready. I'm not ready. A person who always wants to win the argument is very intolerant of truth. The truth may be staring him in the face, but because he is determined to win at all cost, he ignores it completely. Chevra, this is the deepest. A story just pops to mind, but before we get to the story at the end, I just want to connect this Torah to something I was just talking about with Gabe Cohen. We're speaking about the higher and lower perspective in life, and how the goal is to have a higher perspective, being able to see the full puzzle. But if we have that lower perspective, we could only see that one puzzle piece with a 1,000-piece puzzle. So that is the truth. The truth is the higher perspective, right? But if we're constantly ignoring the truth and not listening and not taking a step back, we won't be able to have the higher perspective. I don't know if that made sense, but I'll get to the story afterwards. It's, oh my gosh. If you want to find the real truth, you must rid yourself of the urge to win. Then you'll be able to see the truth if you wish. Oh, Daniel. Wow. So I connect this to the story to Rav Shlomo Karbach. He was once in the street, and a Jew went over to him running, started screaming at him. Rav Shlomo was with a couple of people, if I'm not mistaken, and the Jew just started screaming at him and using obscene language, and everyone was waiting to see Rav Shlomo to react. In what way was he going to react? So, Chavra, let's open up our hearts. Rav Shlomo looked at the Yid in the eyes, and he was there in silence. Everyone was confused. Why aren't you responding to this person? So when the Jew left the scene, and it was just the people who were walking with Rav Shlomo and Rav Shlomo, they asked Rav Shlomo, like, no, why didn't you respond to the Jew? Like he was bashing you. He's like, Chevra, I had this feeling of pain for this other Jew who was talking to me, that I'm kind of forgetting what the words that Rav Shlomo said, but essentially Rav Shlomo looked at this Yid and he had the higher perspective. He had no clue what this Yid was going through. He just had to tear up because he knew he was part of the army of Hashem. And we have to realize that we're all part of the army of Hashem. And that's what Rav Shlomo saw. I'm sorry for the for the lack of memory. But Bezrat Hashem, Rav Shlomo was able to see the truth meaning looking inside and then outside. So my bracha to you guys and my bracha to myself is to try to remember, but when you don't remember, keep going. You never lose. But we always have to see the inside out, and then we can maybe see, or more times than not, see the truth. Bezrat Hashem. Wow, I totally botched that story, but I think we all get the point. Hopefully, if not, I'll get you the full story afterwards. Bezrat Hashem. Questions, comments, please feel free.
אם אתה מאמין שיכולים לקלקל, תאמין שיכולים לתקן.
I'm not that advanced, no pun yet.
If you believe that there's something in the world that you can break, you should also believe that there's something in the world that you can fix.
Doesn't Rav Davidel have that song? on that?
Indeed, he does. He quotes it from. He
Oh,
does. He quotes from
baby.
Rabbi
I'm
Nachman.
holding. There we go.
Of course,
From Rabbi Nachman.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It's great Torah.
Wait, what song is it?
It's called Ein Yeush.
By Omer Kadavar, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed.
Yeah.
In
that's
you. Wow, Gewalt. Does anyone
There'll
have
be no
any?
link in
Oh my gosh, Chaim Weinstein's on.
Weinstein? Yo, Weinstein. What up, Weinstein?
How you doing, brother?
Chaim,
Going
you
on?
just
You out
share
here?
Kabra?
What do you got?
Please feel
What do you
free.
got? Shot Tosh, or you finished your Maslul?
Course Maki.
Oh, look at you. Of course.
Do we start? Am I interrupting something? Steps.
No, we just finished.
No,
Right.
you're kidding me.
Question.
No,
Right,
we
question.
didn't
and comment.
finish. We just started. We just started.
So yalla, bro, give me some light.
The Bekitzer, Rabbi Nachman is telling us, if you want to find out the real truth, you have to mevatel yourself, right? We shouldn't have this urge to win at all times, and we just need to take a step back and listen to people. Try seeing the full puzzle, right, and not just look at one piece. Again, like we're all puzzle pieces, so that's what we went over. Also, I tried mentioning this. I tried giving over this Rav Shlomo story, and I kind of botched it. But Bezrat Hashem.
Don't listen to the words I say.
What do you say, Samson?
Yo, Step, I gotta bounce. But
All right, Watson. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yo,
Thank
Weinstein,
for coming.
behave yourself out there.
Do my best. I'll do my best.
Yalla, bye.
Anyone else have anything to share? Please feel free. If not, we can conclude. But really, like, yeah,
Thank you. There, I got it.
anyone else? Gabe, Daniel, Tamar, Donnie, Samson.
I'll say one thing. So, from what I understood, I mean, it was a very intense shiur tonight to me, because I feel as though there are a lot of ikronot that we could take from it. But the main thing is that we have the opportunity to put someone in front of ourselves. You know, like Rav David Wemberg says, let's say you're standing on line for lunch. And in the army, I know I see 2 soldiers here, right? I think Tamar, you're a soldier, right? So you're staying online for lunch and you're getting ready. And what if you're standing online and you want to get your plate? But would it be so bad if you took a plate and gave it to the person behind you and then you took a plate for yourself? Instead of you taking your plate, you going to get your food, going on with your life. How good would that make the person behind you feel? Wow, he or she was willing to give me a plate instead of getting their own food, like, and rushing across the line. And that can be applied to many things that we do in our lives. But to work on truth is to realize that it can't be done by one person. That's why the word emet is Aleph Mem Taf, the famous Torah, that it's the beginning, the end, and the middle. So it takes the beginning, the end, and the middle. It takes all 3 of them. It can't just be one.
It takes a lot of humility and listening, right? Like, I'm just gonna give the example of, school. You could do school, right? And you could be working with a partner on Kabbalah, on calculus, on mathematics, right? And you could be so I guess convinced that this way of doing the problem is the correct way, and the person, your chavruta, who's constantly giving you like different tools, different ways of doing the equation, right? And then you are just constantly responding, not even listening to the person. I'm not saying you, meaning you, Samson, but just in general, right? We could be missing the truth. Mamish be missing the truth, even with a Torah Chavruta, right? If I'm constantly thinking what I'm going to say when you guys are talking, then I could be missing the MS right after, right when you guys are speaking, right? So it's just a lot of patience, a lot of humility, and a lot of listening, active listening. That's the way I connect to this piece. Bezrat Hashem.
It's just that basic understanding. Every single person's Rebbe. You know what I'm saying? That's TVA stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody's Rebbe, no?
Everyone's Rebbe. Everyone's Rebbe.
Everyone's Rebbe. So when somebody opens their mouth to speak, how could I even think about preparing my own thought before I hear what Rebbe has to say? He gets 100% attention. We just got to absorb, and then maybe I can answer the Rebbe if I think I'm worthy to say something really good, you know. But first and foremost, learn from everyone. Even the guys who don't know anything teach us a lot by how little they know, you know.
Oh, all right. Wow, Gewaldic Chaim. Thank you so much. Anyone else want to share something? Bezrat Hashem. Guys, thank you so much, Mamish, for coming on. It's great to see the different faces, whether you're in the army, waiting to send me the location for his tekes, like Chaim is.
Missed it, bro.
Whether you're in Maryland, whether you're in Chicago, I messed that up. Whether you're in Chicago, fresh off a call, whether you're in the army like Tamar is, whether you're in Shlichut like Daniel, whether you're in Florida like Donnie, whether you're building bridges like Samson, we have the whole cover here. Bezrat Hashem. And guys, we should continue tomorrow. The Kavod Shabbos Kodesh, right? Let's all try to do something on Kavod Shabbos tonight, right now. The Zoom was the Kavod Shabbos, so Bezrat Hashem, guys. Be well.